So over here at Casa de Sparkalicious today, we're talking about healthy eating tips and just a little bit of a healthy eating chit chat for you really, because I haven't done one of these in a while. But I thought I'd kind of just talk to you about a few little tips that I've been doing, new discoveries I found, and just what I've been thinking health-wise lately. So in terms of what I've been eating, I have been trying to eat a little bit more because I realised that I just wasn't really eating enough and I was being really restrictive and I was getting really tired and really hungry all the time, and I just decided that I should probably eat things that were a little bit more nutritious versus just kind of low calorie crackers and that kind of thing. And I've also been starting to work out a little bit more seriously again, so I've been going for the odd jog. Ugh, I still hate it, but also exercising on my exercise bike and doing the 30-day shred. So not kind of religiously with the shred, but just kind of doing it because it is good exercise. So I've been doing that, but this week I've kind of been a bit uninspired to do anything exercise wise really, because I was really poorly on Monday and Tuesday. I had a really weird stomach bug. So I haven't been doing too much this week. The week before that I had been really good with my eating. I'd eaten really well, I'd worked out every day, and it always amazes me how quickly my body can sort of get into shape when I'm being really religious about it, which was what I was doing. I just instantly was down to my lowest weight, which is 56 kilos, and I was eating kind of quite well. I was eating bread, I was just eating proper meals but eating well, and I was down to 56 kilos and my hips were kind of smaller and I was just kind of back at the good place. This week, because I've kind of been eating a bit badly and not working out, I haven't put weight on as such, but I'm kind of back to more like 57 kilos and just just feeling a little bit thicker everywhere. But that's what happens, and then I can easily kind of monitor it and get back to normal after eating normally for a couple of days. My meals have kind of been, well, my breakfast is always the same. I always have cereal for breakfast. It's either all brown or Weetabix, and I've tried to do different things. I've tried to have like oats or muesli, and I just really don't like oats in that format. I just think they're horrible. And I have also been having fruit the odd time, but it just doesn't really keep me full. I need carbs in the morning. I need fibre and I need carbs. So that's what I've been kind of having for breakfast. I've been having the Weetabix bran flakes, which look like this, with just some skimmed milk, and it kind of will keep me full for all of the morning. I don't kind of snack in between lunch and breakfast. But I have also then been kind of for lunchtime having things that are a little bit different. So I'm going to insert some footage now of what I would have for lunch and what I would have for dinner, and then you'll kind of see that I've been eating just a little bit more substantial, but in a little bit more of a healthy
So sorry
way.
if you can hear a background noise. I've got the washing machine going, but this is just a classic lunch example for me. So I've got some kind of Italian bean soup, which I made last night, and it's just some chopped tomatoes, courgettes, onions, cannellini beans and red peppers, and seasoned with some Italian herbs. Really simple to make, just kind of bung it all in a pot and just let it kind of simmer away for as long as you like really. And then on the side I've just got some toast, so just some whole grain toast with some sunflower spread just to kind of dip in. But it's a really filling lunch. It's kind of satisfying. You don't feel like you're kind of eating just a flimsy little salad, and you're getting loads and loads of vegetables, which is really important.
So dinner is served, and it's actually still in the saucepan because I've just made it. But I've got some quinoa here, and what I always think is great is to just bulk it out as much as you can with loads of veg. So I just boiled some green beans, and then just everything else is grilled vegetables. So I've got cherry tomatoes, peppers, some onions, some courgettes, that kind of thing. Really filling, really delicious. You're getting loads of vegetables again. In case you haven't noticed, I do like my vegetables. And it is kind of similar, kind of in a way, to what I had at lunchtime in terms of the vegetables that I have, but those are the types of vegetables that I love. I couldn't live without courgettes and peppers and tomato and that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to eating this. It's going to be delicious. I just cooked the quinoa on its own and then just chucked everything in, a bit of oregano and some fresh basil, and it's absolutely delicious.
So that was what I ate yesterday, and I feel like my meals do get quite repetitive because they're just the things that I like. Like, I love a lot of sort of Mediterranean style cuisine, so I will eat a lot of things like that. Last week I had quite a lot of like I had loads of vegetables, and I had quite a bit of like scrambled egg with whole grain bread and that kind of thing, so I really enjoyed that. And one of my discoveries lately is to kind of have a more substantial snack during the evening. So after I've had dinner, I was just having some sort of Ravitas with some like Philadelphia and some cucumber or something like that, just to kind of keep me going, because I have my dinner quite early normally. I normally sort of have my dinner at about 7, and then by like 9 o'clock I'm kind of hungry again. So I've been having that, and I've also been having a bit of a thing for biscuits. So I bought these Weight Watchers oats chocolate chip cookies. I know I said I don't like oats, but they don't taste like oats. And these are really good to take with you on the go as well, because they have 86 calories in, and they're just portioned. So you get a portion of 2 little cookies like that. They are really small, but they kind of satisfy it. They're quite nice. They're kind of not, the most amazing biscuit ever, but 86 calories for 2 isn't too bad. And I like the fact that they're kind of in these little individual packets, and you can just chuck it in your bag, or chuck it in your kind of lunchbox for work, and you don't have to worry about it too much. I've been drinking loads and loads of water. I always do that. I've just got this bottle here. It's kind of mangled because it was in my bag for ages, but it's just a big bottle of water. I go through so many of these. I have to drink about 3 a day, and I just drink a lot of green tea as well. I find that green tea really does help to fill me up, and really helps to kind of make me feel a bit more energized. That being said, I have been having really weird caffeine cravings lately, and I feel like I think it was because I started drinking caffeine when I wouldn't normally. So I don't normally ever drink coffee. I do like coffee, but I just don't ever really drink it. And then I was having like the odd iced coffee, which iced coffee, like, I don't really mind too much. It doesn't give me too much of a problem. But while I was away, I was like having a sort of nice sugary coffee mid-afternoon, which I don't ever normally do. And I kept having the odd Diet Coke, and now I have got like a real Diet Coke craving all the time. My boyfriend went to the shop yesterday, and he said, "Do you want anything?" And I just said, "Can you bring me a can of Diet Coke?" It has to be in a can. I can't drink it in a bottle, only in a can. But it was then 1 o'clock at night, and I was still wide awake because I drank it in the evening, and it just made me feel really like energized, and I wasn't sleepy at like 1:30. So that wasn't a very good thing, and I've got to stop it because they're just so bad for you. And I don't know why I keep craving caffeine. I'm not like, super tired that I need to kind of pick me up. It's not that. I'm not quite sure why I'm craving it, but that's that. Another thing I've been really enjoying is just kind of reading a bit more about weight loss and nutrition and that kind of thing. And my lovely friend has opened a Facebook page which is called Simply Raw. I'm going to put the link in the down bar so you can go and have a look at it. But she posts like really lovely sort of healthy recipes and little tips and detoxing tips, and she's very kind of into like raw food and health and that kind of thing. Very knowledgeable about it. So she's been posting things on her Facebook page and on Twitter. I'll put her Twitter username and her Facebook thing down below so you can go and have a look. But she, as I said, really fantastic, and I've been enjoying kind of reading those sort of things. So go and like her page, go and leave a nice message on the page and say that I sent you or something, and like her page. She'll be really pleased. But I've been doing that. I've been kind of reading quite a lot, and I have been thinking a little bit about it as well. And I've been thinking about maybe just trying to, it's not that I really want to lose any more weight. I don't. I just want to kind of stay at 56 kilos and just get rid of the softness and a bit of the squidge, which I'm kind of getting there. But I've just been being not quite as on the ball with it as I normally am lately, and I was ill, like I said, and I don't feel like I'm like always making excuses, but I do have like really good weeks and then kind of off weeks. Everyone does. And on Instagram as well, there's this girl that I've been following on Instagram that I was following her, and then I realised I knew her, and she was on that Secret Eaters programme. But let me tell you what her username was so you can go and have a look. It's Lauren something. Let me just find her. But I had been being very good, and then I kind of feel great, and then it all goes a bit downhill after. I don't like, eat really badly and put tons and tons of weight on. It's just like kind of let go a bit. And I've also been having like Sunday and Saturday off and kind of eating. I haven't been eating a lot on them, but I've just kind of been eating not as healthily really on both days, and normally it would just be Saturday, but I thought that doing it on both days kind of would make me not eat as much on the one day, if that made sense. That's not too much of a problem. But where is she? I swear, oh, there she is. It's Lauren Spearman. So that's her Instagram name, and she posts kind of recipes and things, and she's just opened a blog now, so she's really cool. Go and have a look at her her profile on Instagram, because she posts really like inspirational things. And yeah, I've been just thinking about trying to just kind of eat normally a little bit and just count calories, because I was thinking about it and realizing that the way for me is to count calories. I need to count what I'm eating. That's how it works for me. But I then realized as well that something that a lot of the things that I really enjoy eating aren't that calorific, and that, you know, just because I like to have all bran doesn't mean that, you know, once or twice a week I can't have like 2 crumpets with like light Philadelphia on them, because that's like under 200 calories, which is not bad at all. I know it's like white flour and all that kind of thing, but I'm not too fussed if it's in small quantities. So things like that I've been thinking about perhaps doing, and that might be a nice little addition. And like, I don't ever eat cheese anymore, like just cheddar cheese, and I just keep thinking like I kind of just miss it a little bit, and just miss kind of being a bit more normal versus being super healthy all the time. And then I feel like when I can eat something naughty, then I'm like, oh, really excited about it, because I don't do it very often. So if I do it in small quantities often, maybe that'll kind of cure that. And I'm very pedantic about it as well. So like, if I like to eat, well, you know, Monday to Friday, and then if I've had a bad day in the middle, I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore, it's all ruined, and then just eat more. But I don't know. So I've been kind of thinking about doing that, and just trying to kind of eat a little bit more calorie conscious, and I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to do a little experiment of just eating things that I like, but being calorie conscious, and trying to keep the calorie content low, and then maybe just having like a healthy dinner. And if, I don't know, and like, I don't know, I just miss kind of like being a little bit more normal about it, if that makes sense. I feel like my eating habits are a bit weird. So that's kind of where I've been from that point. But that's kind of the info. I've been eating quite a bit more fruit lately. I've been snacking on fruit, which has been really good. And I am going to start trying to maybe sort of do smoothies and that kind of thing in the morning, or maybe on weekends when I've got time, because in the morning I can't see myself doing it. But I hope that this video was helpful to some of you, just kind of little bits of healthy tips and tricks. And I have been eating loads and loads of vegetables lately, and a lot of people always ask me in the comments like, how do you get so much veg? And I just like to kind of bulk out anything I'm eating with tons and tons of vegetables. I just find like it fills me up, and they're just yummy. Like, I couldn't live without onions and peppers and courgettes and sweet potatoes and tomatoes. I eat a hell of a lot of cooked tomato. I hate tomatoes raw, like raw they're the devil, but cooked I think they're delicious. But I want to kind of be a bit more of a normal person. Like, I honestly can't remember the last time I ate a normal potato. And you know, I know that like, unless I'm so strict, I'm never ever going to be super skinny and have like, you know, a body like someone that I would really like to have a body of. But so I think, you know, if I'm gonna look like I do, I might as well kind of enjoy myself a bit more in the process. I haven't kind of lost it in many places. I know like a lot of people always sort of comment about this part, but this part of me is just very bony anyway. It's not something that I've done deliberately. My arms, can you believe I'm wearing a vest in a video? How like weird is that? But I really don't like my arms very much. They're just quite squishy, but I'm kind of learning to deal with it, because I think it's not that terrible, and I can't just be hiding my arms all the time, because it's getting a bit ridiculous. And everybody that knows me keeps laughing about how I dress like I'm 50 because I'm so conscious about everything. But yeah, I definitely feel that when I'm like being better about it, that everything kind of falls into place. And it's not so much eating, it's working out. Working out really does do it for me, so I need to kind of get back on track. But obviously you can't do that when you're poorly, so that's my excuse for this week. But I will do another healthy update soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.